Hey Taurus, so here's the reading, and you see it's meant to go like up in a circle, right? Starting here at the bottom with your physical presence here on Earth, your physical self. Sorry about that, trying to move the camera. And then it kind of goes up, communing with your higher self, and then comes back down to your human existence again. So this is the spiritual issue for you guys. Okay. So Taurus, the month of August is for you guys to understand that you are learning here on Earth. Everything that you are going through and experiencing, it's for learning purposes. I'm sure you've heard that before, right? Because it's not really a new concept, but sometimes we just get so used to saying things that we just hear them. We don't really think about it. Think about a child, right? Think about when you were a kid. Think about your own kids. When did you learn to look both ways across the road before you cross the road? Or what did it take for your parents to get something through to you? Or when did you learn, that you had to study for a test or a quiz? The point is we don't learn as humans by the ease of things. We don't learn when things are easy. We don't learn when things just fall into place. No, that would be too easy. We learn when things suck, when the crap hits the fan, when we fall off the bike and bang our knees and our head is when we realize, oh, maybe I should have worn knee pads. Maybe I should have worn a helmet. It's when someone leaves us that we realize, I can't treat people like this. Right? It's when our house goes into foreclosure. Do we realize maybe I overextended myself and I overestimated my ability to budget or whatever? You understand? Like what I'm trying to say? So everything that you are experiencing, and this isn't just for the month of August. This reading is about lessons and like teaching you. And these are just the lessons that you are being guided to learn during the month of August. But they apply to your whole life. So everything that you've been going through, all the difficulties were all so that your soul would learn. And this next card is how you can heal that on your day-to-day life, is to know that you're truly never alone. You could be a Buddhist monk sitting way up top on a mountain, living a hermetic life. Maybe you're going through a nasty divorce and all your friends sided with your ex, and even your family sided with your ex, and your ex is clearly a jerk and a monster. Even your kids have sided with your ex. You're still not alone. You see that rocky point? That's your life, right? And yet there's the light on top of it as a beacon shining out to you. Even though you're navigating that boat in its treacherous waters, and at any minute you could run aground of one of those nasty rocks or go smashing into that, there is a beacon of light that is trying to show you the way. It would be a lot easier for you, your life, and navigating that boat if you would see that light, notice it, because someone is trying very hard to get your attention. Taurus, your guys' reading is coming very straight to the point. Your gift or outcome of going through all this learning, you're going to feel so much better when you realize that you're not alone. Because yeah, we do need other human beings because we are social creatures. That's how we were made. But even more important than that is having a healthy, strong relationship with those that we can't see. You see that rainbow? You can't touch it. You can't grab it. You can't even physically feel it, right? But doesn't it just make you smile? Isn't it refreshing? Doesn't it give you hope? Make you feel optimistic? That's how you could try to see communicating and communing with, I don't even know if that's a word, with your guides, with your higher self, with beings that you can't touch, with beings that you can't physically feel or put a finger on. But they're beings that give you hope. They're there to make you smile, feel optimistic, and even show you the way. And when you understand that, when you know that, when you take that into a daily practice and really make it a big part of your life and your existence and your day-to-day activities, knowing that you're not alone, even if you're walking through like a crowded mall, that your guides are right next to you. Your higher self up, I want to say up in heaven, but yes, you're up in heaven. Your higher self is watching you and guiding you and manning the controls from up there. You will feel as if you have a team. You will feel the energy and you will feel the presence. You will feel, it's going to feel like you have a battle buddy. Battle buddy is something, it's a term that we use in the Army because it's for safety purposes, right? So that you're not alone. If you need to go do something and, you take a battle buddy. So knowing that no matter where you are, what you're doing or going through, you've got a battle buddy and it's your higher self and your guides and your angels. And there's so many spirit guides and so many ascended masters. Just, it's not even possible to be alone. Okay. And then this next message is the opportunity for you this is, I know it's spoken in past tense, but it's really present tense and future tense. And this is coming through from your spirit guides. I wanted to say soul, but it's spirit guides for this. If you know that, and knowing is different than believing, I say, if you know that you're not alone, you will live your life differently. You would live differently. I'm not saying that there would be a huge drastic change, but that could be a result. But your day-to-day activities and how you go about every day would change because you would see things from a different perspective. You would feel that you had company. You would feel protected. You would feel joyful. You know what it's like when you feel like when you're with a group of friends, right? Maybe it's a guy's night out, or a girl's night out, or you're just surrounded by like really good friends. This is what you would feel like all the time. And don't you act and feel differently? Don't you behave differently when you are by yourself versus when you are with a good group of friends? And I mean good people. I don't mean like out clubbing or bar hopping, but like out to dinner with some really good friends, and there's just whatever floats your boat. Like there's real good conversation that's that's stimulating and engaging, and they want to hear your opinion because they value your opinion. And maybe you're at the beach and you're connecting with your friends and catching up, and it's just the energy is just so lighthearted, and you just feel so good because you're around people that give a crap about what you think and say and do. You behave differently. You smile. You recognize that the sun is shining. Your confidence and your self-esteem is higher, right? You're radiant. Versus when you're by yourself and maybe you feel alone, or imagine yourself going to the library to check out a book. It's a completely different energy, right? When you understand, when you realize and truly feel that there is a team of energies surrounding you all the time, you're going to have that same radiance coming out from you, because you're going to act differently. You're going to feel differently. You're going to behave differently. And in doing so, you're going to be living differently. Okay, and then this is the special guidance. So, your higher self, right, is up in heaven on the other side with the master plan, the blueprint of your life. Your start point, your end point, what you're supposed to be encountering and learning. It's you. It's your soul. And it's that part of your soul that stayed back. So a lot of people will meditate and try to connect with their higher self, because your higher self will give you guidance. Your higher self is only a thought away. It's your soul. It's like your left foot trying to talk to your right foot, right? I mean, they're connected. It's not only are they connected, they're together. They belong together. It's your soul. It's your soul, right? You own that. Your soul owns that. It's like twins, right? How they can kind of pick up what the other one's thinking, even when they're not close or far away. Even when they're not close. And they kind of are able to send telepathic thoughts to each other, because they were, at one point there were one embryo, one egg, whatever, that split. It's the exact same for you and your higher self. You guys were one soul, one egg that split. So your higher self, the soul, I don't even like saying higher self, the soul part of you that is still in heaven is one telepathic thought away. So that works in both directions. Not only can you attempt to reach out to the other part of your soul, that soul part of you that is not physically present with you can reach out and connect to you. So the special guidance for you guys is to really tone down the outer noise so that you will recognize that you have been and are receiving messages right? From that other half of your soul, that other part of your soul, your higher self. And this isn't soulmates that I'm talking about, okay? Okay, Taurus, your guys' reading is very straightforward. So the issue for you currently at hand, feel like everybody's going through so much stuff and hard time right now. So for you guys, it's really just to understand, you know, those times that you're on your knees and crying and looking up to the heavens and asking, why is this happening to me? You're learning, plain and simple, everything that you're going through is to prepare you and is for your soul to evolve. And that only occurs by learning. And that learning is only going to occur by shit happening. Sorry, pardon my French. And, you know, sometimes, here we go. Sometimes knowing that we're all in the suck, we're all having crappy stuff happening, really actually makes you feel better. It's not about misery loves company. It's about knowing that, hey, you know what? I've been there too. I'm going through it too. I've also been without a job for a long time. I've also gone through a foreclosure process. I've also lost my children in a custody battle. I've also lost a loved one. I've also lost everything that I've worked for. It's knowing that you're not alone. We're all going through tough times. And it's not at all in any way to demean what you're going through. It's to comfort you that there is a shared experience and that, you know, the universe isn't picking on you. The universe isn't trying to get you. It's so that it's more to comfort you so that you realize that you're not alone in this ship. There are other physical people, there are other humans that are in the same rocky boat. And that is how you can help heal your situation. And to also remember that your higher self, your soul, is always with you. Your guides are always with you. Your angels, you're never, ever alone. You couldn't be alone even if you tried. Let's put it that way. And the gift to you, you are going to feel so much better when you know that, right? Because knowing is kind of like a realization. You can't force someone to learn something, but when you get to that point where you know that and you realize that, you are going to feel amazing. You're going to feel better. And once you do, your life is going to be different. You're going to do things differently. You're going to live differently. You're going to make different choices because you won't feel alone. And you'll see that things aren't occurring to you. They aren't occurring at you, that they're occurring around you, right? And the special message is that help is always a thought away. Comfort, consolation. The spirit realm is, again, you couldn't be alone if you tried. The spirit realm is all around you.